The start to the Toronto Maple Leafs 2021 preseason scrimmage between Team Blue and Team White went better than expected. Also, going to talk about more of the roster and some of the things that the Leafs are going to do to prepare for this incredible season that is awaiting us. What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcelle, and welcome back to another video. The Toronto Maple Leafs preseason went better than anticipated, and it was a really good preseason. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the blue versus white game, as many people probably did. You know, a couple of things that were pretty fun. A shootout after the first and second period, and then after the third period in overtime. A great event to watch, and an event you can watch with your family. Saturday Night Hockey. It was great. It was great, and it was very entertaining to watch. So, shout out to MLSE for doing that. So let's move into something a little bit more interesting. Team White beat Team Blue 7-3, 6-3 in regulation. The overtime goal topped it off at 7-3. And Toronto played really well, the White team. A couple goals here and there, like Nick Robertson. I loved that goal from Nick Robertson. I could watch that goal all day. William Nylander with the one-timer. Beautiful. Mikko Lehtinen had a goal in there as well, and I think John Tavares had the first one as well. A couple goals on the blue team. Spezza, Mitch Marner had one, and also Austin Matthews. So I think I missed a couple on the white team. I think Mikheyev had one as well, but I can't recall the other ones. But yeah, really good game. Really fast-paced hockey. It looked like they were playing for something between the team. Freddie Andersen looked really solid. I know he led in 4 goals, but Team White was just absolutely obliterating the other team with shots. And, yeah, Freddie Andersen looked really good in the net. Talk about Jack Campbell, though. Jack Campbell looked phenomenal in the goal. Better than Andersen, obviously because he was fighting for a job against Aaron Dell, who also played pretty well, but I believe Jack Campbell played better, and we'll get the backup position on Wednesday night. So, talking about Wednesday night, let's talk about some of the lineups for the Toronto Maple Leafs, starting with line 1, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and Joe Thornton. Big Jumbo Joe on the left wing of Matthews and Marner. I like this line a lot. It's a great addition for this first line. Joe Thornton, you may think he's a little bit older. I think he's about 41. And, yeah, but just think about it. Patrick Marleau was the exact same when he came to Toronto and he played on the first line. So there you have it. I mean, he's going to make an impact, Joe Thornton, right away. I don't think he's going to score 30 goals like Patrick Marleau did, because Marleau was signed to a $6.2 million contract. But I do believe Joe Thornton will be a big impact. And he's still quick. According to Sheldon Keefe, he was keeping up with the big boys when they were doing bag skates in the first 2 practices. So, you know, this is good from Joe Thornton. I like what I'm hearing about him. I like the way he played in the scrimmage game. And I can't wait to see him on Wednesday night on the first line. Second line for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Joe Thornton. Not Joe Thornton. John Tavares, William Nylander, and Jimmy Vesey. Jimmy Vesey was signed in free agency, and I guess he clicked. I guess he just clicked right away. I thought I would have seen Hyman in there, but maybe it didn't click with John Tavares. Maybe Hyman will go back to the first line, but we'll have to see how Jimmy Vesey fits with John Tavares and Nylander. I liked him. I thought he played pretty good. I thought he had a pretty decent game. Not a great game, but a decent game. And, yeah, him and John Tavares clicked really well. Nylander, obviously going to click well with John Tavares. They've been with each other for an entire season now. So, yeah, it's looking good for that top 6 of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Third line, Alexander Kerfoot, Ilya Mikheyev, and to his right, there's your boy, Zach Hyman, who finally picks up that spot in the lineup. And this is an interesting line. I think this is going to be a higher scoring line than most people anticipate, because if you think about it, Kerfoot's a great playmaker. Zach Hyman could be a two-way forward / enforcer if he really needs to. Get in those corners, get dirty, get the puck to the point for your men, and cycle the puck around. You know, he's good at that. That's his specialty. And Ilya Mikheyev has learned to be a good goal scorer. I think he had somewhere in the mix of 15 goals last season, and he didn't even play that many games. So I honestly think Mikheyev probably would have got 25 goals last season if he did not go down with that injury. So, yeah, I really like Mikheyev. I really like Kerfoot. Really like Hyman. Really love that line. Great job by Sheldon Keefe. Fourth line, Jason Spezza, Wayne Simmons on the right of him, and Alexander Barabanov. Yeah, Barabanov, I like him. He came from Russia. Looked really good in camp. I like Nick Robertson a little bit more, to be honest. I think the addition of Nick Robertson really would have meshed well on that line, especially with Spezza, who's a great playmaker. Robertson, who can also pass a lot. He shoots more a little bit, but he had such a high assist count in the OHL last season, so you can only assume he was going to do better than Barabanov, who had a great year in the KHL, but I think I would have preferred Robertson more, especially with Wayne Simmons on that line. But we'll see. He's on the taxi squad. That's all that matters. And we just got to hope that he's going to get a little bit more ice time than he would have last season. Starting with the defensive pairings, Morgan Rielly and TJ Brodie. Yes. Morgan Rielly has found his pairing. He's found his right-hand man, even though he's a left-handed shot. He's found the right-hand guy. He's found the right man for the job, and that's TJ Brodie. I love the way these two were on the ice together. Really looked good, meshed well, defended well. Everything was clicking. Everything was on the checklist, and Sheldon Keefe was just checking everything off. Yes. They did all of it. Beautiful. I love the way they played that game. Jake Muzzin and Justin Hall, a pairing that was absolutely lethal last season, the best pairing for the Maple Leafs last year. Obviously, Morgan Rielly and Cody Ceci didn't mesh too well, or Tyson Barrie didn't do too well with Morgan Rielly. They both have the same style. Justin Hall and Muzzin played really well together. Big guys who can hit hard and forecheck, backcheck, do everything. They can do whatever they need to do. And I really love that lineup. Great pairing there in the top four. And then the sixth man, or the bottom two in the third line, we got Travis Dermott and Zach Bogosian, the Stanley Cup champion, sitting alongside the youngster Travis Dermott, who took a pay cut, and he's going to be in the lineup. I'm glad he is. I love Mikko Lehtonen. I actually would have liked to see Mikko Lehtonen on that right-hand side, but unfortunately, we're going to have to see Zach Bogosian. Not unfortunately, actually. I like the depth this year from Toronto. It's a lot better than last year. Thank goodness Martin Marincin is down in the Marlies now. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy he's gone down in the minors. I like Martin Marincin. I don't love him. I don't hate him. It's nothing personal, Martin Marincin. I just don't think you should be in the top 6 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. You're an 8 or 9 guy, and that's what you are this year. So, well deserved, I believe. No hate on Martin Marincin, though. Going back to that, Travis Dermott and Zach Bogosian are going to fit great together. They're going to be great for the Maple Leafs organization, and I think it's just going to work tremendously. So the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Canadian division, an all-Canadian division team, 7 teams in total, 6 teams the Leafs will play this season in a 56-game season. And I think the Leafs are going to take first. I really do. I think this is a strong Maple Leafs group. They're heavy. They're much more heavier than last year. They're bigger. They're stronger. They're not faster, but they're still as fast as last year, if that makes any sense. They're equally as fast as last season, but not faster, if you get what I'm saying. Defensively, they got a lot better, and goaltending is hopefully going to be better this season. You can never predict what Freddie Anderson's going to do, but with a defense like that, we can only think that Freddie Anderson's going to have a better season than last year, considering the top 6 that he's got in front of him this season. I really like this team. And I think that's why they're going to get first place. And I think even last year, the Maple Leafs probably would have got second or third in the division. I just don't think there's too many threats in the Canadian teams. I mean, the Leafs always beat the Canadian teams. They always find a way to beat the Senators. They struggle against the Habs, but they beat them kind of here and there. They beat the Jets all the time. They beat Calgary. They can beat Vancouver. Now they can, I believe. Last year they probably would have struggled, and I think they would have lost to Edmonton every game last season. But this year I think they will win most of them. So that's a good sign for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They made some good moves, and first place is what I have in my eyes. Do the Maple Leafs have what it takes to make it past the first round or go on to the Stanley Cup Finals this season? First round pass? Yes. Second round pass? Yes. Will they go to the Stanley Cup Finals, advancing past the conference finals? That's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to say Toronto Maple Leafs will make it to the conference finals versus maybe a team in the Metro or the West, and eventually lose there to some better playoff teams, more experienced playoff teams. I would love for the Leafs to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. Don't even get me started. I would love for that to happen, but first year making it past the first round, going to Stanley Cup Final, seems a little stretched out. It took a while for the Raptors. They had to face LeBron James a couple times, and finally LeBron James left the East, and they went to the finals the next year. So, yeah, that was really good for the Toronto Raptors. But I don't think there's that team for the Toronto Maple Leafs besides the Boston Bruins. And with Torrey Krug going to the St. Louis Blues, maybe that was the guy. I don't really think so. Zdeno Chara left too. I think Toronto could beat Boston, but I don't think they'll face Boston. I think it'll be a bigger team like Washington maybe or something. But yeah, I don't see them going past the conference finals. That's just my opinion on it. Love the Leafs to death, but conference finals is as far as they'll go. That is all I have to say for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting more of these, by the way. I'm going to do a 56-game season post-game video after every single Leafs game this season. Let's do this. Leafs Nation, you're here with me. Let's go. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like it if you did. Subscribe for more of these videos. And while you're at it, share this video with your friends and family, hitting the share button below and selecting one of the many platforms provided by YouTube to share this video with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.